don't know why.
Well, we just wait for those marks to be confirmed. 8.2 for the trot, 7.9 for the walk, 8.4 for the canter, 8.4 submission, 8.6 for potential. 83% it is into second place for Jan Brink, Ray Moore. They slot in behind Caroline Dacour. Ground jury picked up, as we did on the trot, they wanted maybe a little bit more push from behind, the expression in front so great that it almost made the back end look a little bit weak. They said a lack of clarity in the walk steps, in the pirouettes, but the canter for me was a joy to watch. An 8.4 possibly. Could they have given a higher mark than they did to Caroline and Van Vivaldi for the canter? Who knows? They were both absolutely stunning. Jan did a brilliant job there. And 83%, he sits in second place. As we come to the last competitor before the break in this 6-year-old final. It is the turn of Michaela Alderen Danielsen. She rides Bossa Nova YL. This brown Swedish warm blood mare. Well, correction, my mistake. Commentator talking what could only be described as rubbish. It is number 6. It's Asa Gamvik. It's Bardeeno. This Swedish warm blood gelding. Not a mare is by Bella Moore. Goes to Dionysus on the mother's side. Bred by Virpi Larsen and owned and ridden by Asa Gamvik. Well, you could say, just losing a little bit of the rhythm behind her, just momentarily, only for 2 steps. And if we're being critical, compared to the 2 horses that we've just seen, possibly a little bit low in its frame in the neck, in that extension in the trot. But again, a very striking horse. It is the final, remember, these are the best horses. They qualified during the week. And we bring you live pictures of the final here at Flyinge on Clip My Horse TV. We've already had 2 champions crowned already today. The 5-year-olds and the 7-year-old champion. We'll be able to crown a 6-year-old champion in about an hour's time. But meanwhile, we come to the walk pirouettes. Will she keep the clarity in the step? Will she keep the rhythm? Yeah, good attempt, I think. A good attempt there with a pirouette. We see the second one now. And a good, clean transition into canter. So the medium canter, or the extended canter first. Then the balance back. Good, clear difference shown there between the extension and the collected. And again, a very fluent change. We really have seen some very good changes. I think I could count on one hand how many bad ones we've seen all day, or changes that have gone wrong. So the second change, the canter just getting a little bit flat, and consequently the change didn't happen when wanted. The frame of the horse got longer, the collection went out of the canter, and then it was off the age. So that will probably go down in the submission column. And there we see the difference. The canter is vital to a clean change. And Asa kept the balance for that change. She kept the collection in the canter, and it was crisp off the age. So this is the way that went wrong before. Will she keep the balance in the canter appropriate to the change? Yes. Nice transition into trot. So one last chance to show the trot off. We'll hear the cameras click for that expressive medium trot. Again, if we're being hypercritical, maybe went a little bit low in the outline, but a very, very attractive horse. We'll see what Flyinge thought of that. Yeah, they appreciated it. And so did Asa. She is delighted with Bardeeno, and rightly so. This chestnut gelding put on a great performance, and we listen to our judges now.
Before the break, also you presented the horse correctly, but we like to see the horse a little bit more together. On this level we talk already about collection, and it should be a little bit more together, but in fact it's quite okay, but try, that's what we're missing today a little bit. We go to the trot, the correct 2-beat, and it's quite okay in the exercises. We see some differences in the medium and the extended, but overall picture it should be more uphill and more together already. Especially on the short side it was too much horizontal today. 7.4. The walk is relaxed, had a nice overtrack in the extended walk, but try to show more differences. It's all about collection. Between the pirouettes, he was still horizontal. He has to be up. Yeah, you have to show more collection before. 7.4 also. The canter is the best of your horse. Then he's elastic, but he could show also more uphill tendency in between. The medium and the extended was okay, but in the zone in between it was again not collected enough, more uphill, 7.7. For submission, only one change, we had some issues, but overall the training scale says also contact and collection, that should be better, just a 7.1. And for perspective of this horse, 7.2. Thank you very much.